the bot fails as expected. If you contribute a simple bot which can solve that exercise quickly, then that's fine. So I think eventually we'll get to the Silver Striker exercises. Crap, I think I missed these. So what you like? The pattern is that we actually run our exercises and test that these things pass or fail as expected with like some default bot. So within the RLBot training thing, we have bronze striker, so we have silver stuff. Silver striker. A little bit confused as to why this doesn't work. If I Python and this thing, I've commented all the other ones out. I know there's like an annotation way of doing it, but I don't remember. This is just easier for me. So we have hookshot. Oh, I know why it's not working. So we've installed the RLBotTraining via our pip command, but we've modified our local RLBotTraining. So when this thing does import RLBotTraining, it'll grab the pip one rather than our local development version where we've added our silver striker in here. So what we want to do is pip uninstall RLBotTraining. We want to remove that. And the RLBotTraining has a setup.bat which pip installs this directory in the development version. So we just do setup.bat, and then if we run the common exercises, we should have the hookshot and the striker patience. And it seems like we're missing a few imports here. Let's go into silver striker. So boost status undefined. So boost state comes from here, and run the test again. Well, actually, we run it via test. And yeah. By the way, should be able to. If there were more problems, you can, rather than rerunning the test, you can do the usual RLBotTraining run module this thing, and that allows you to again use this file and do striker patience. hookshot does stuff. So what I meant to do was, so the striker patience. So it seems to run properly. I can use this to tweak it, but my tests are still failing. So what I want to do is this assert grades is failing, which just checks that each exercise has its expected grade. In this case, RLBot is not smart enough for both of those, so both of those should fail with fail due to timeout. And if we run the test again, then the test should pass, even though RLBot doesn't pass the exercises, but that's expected. It just means that we don't get an exercise exception. So for instance, if we do if we go back into Silver Striker, and if we accidentally divide by 0, if we intentionally accidentally divide by 0, then you won't get a timeout result. You'll get a grade that is a different thing. So yeah, we have an exception. So that's why we unit test, just to make sure everything works before committing to Rocket League training. Just good habit to run test all. I've got to make sure that I uncomment all these things that I've commented out. Boop boop. Clock clock. And yeah, so I'm gonna, so this is the Buckers mod. I think because we've uninstalled, it re-downloads the stuff and it caches the exercises. Alright, I'm gonna use this time to kind of wrap up what we did. So, we started off with the bot. We added, let's go Python example. We changed the, added to the bot this training module which has a bunch of exercises. RLBotTraining. We can use the existing striker exercises. If you have your own playlist, I guess something that might be useful is you can actually import the common exercises if you want to make a playlist of yourself. So I'm going to actually make this new save all the things let's call this example playlist.py. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just compose a bunch of playlists in this sort of fashion. This is a module that makes a playlist, but rather than specifying all of these, which you can still do, is you just import hello world training, and we grab the hello training dot make default playlist, and so that returns a list, and we just concatenate that with another list. For instance, the easy strike. the bronze striker from here. So let's make it go. Let's make it. Let's combine it with the bronze goalie. So import RLBotTraining dot common exercises dot bronze goalie import as bronze goalie plus bronze goalie dot make default playlist. And we want to keep this in because even though this has all the match configs to use your bot, this thing might not. I guess just gotta be slightly careful that all of the exercises you import include the bots you expect. Some exercises might include more bots, so you want to be a bit more careful about which bots you replace in this match config. So you could just override one of the bots. You just do that by mutating the list if you want. So I'll just make sure this works. cd cd RLBotTraining Python example cd training RLBotTraining run module example playlist. Hello World Training. This comes from Hello World Training. Okay, and see, didn't even need to restart that. Could just fix my one error that wasn't this. We've lost rendering again. That kind of sucks, but let's just exit you, control break here, there, and relaunch Rocket League.
Activated.
Good old activated. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Sweet. So we have a Python example bot doing exercises that we specified ourselves, and also bronze goalie exercise. And like this sort of pattern you can write your own test with, just expecting that certain things your bot can do and certain things your bot can't do. Yeah. Cool. I'll just... ooh, that was interesting. So we got a situation where the bot wasn't able to pass the ball past the bronze thing. Maybe it wobbled the wrong way. Yeah, that was kind of interesting. I think the ball rolling to goal has different velocities. Yeah, I'll take this time to talk about the kind of future and where I kind of want this to go. Kind of the features that you can expect from this training library once I get around to making them. So one thing I definitely want to do is I want the training results to be persisted. That's what the if you're paying close attention earlier, the exercise runner has these history does. That's where we're gonna store a history of results, and those should include enough information about how to reproduce the exercise, including all the parameters, all the bot configs and such. And then I also want